Right on the other side. That did not sound good. What happened there?
Got a little shallow.
Got a little shallow, a little quick. We're in about exactly 0 feet of water. How is it going, guys? Bass and Bill 96 here, and today is the final day of practice for the college Major League Fishing event. And things get a little bit crazy in this one, but without further ado, let's get to the fishing. So for the first 2 days, we focused a lot on that main river rock pattern, but it really wasn't panning out for us too much. We found a little bit out here and there. Day 2 was definitely a lot better, but we decided to fish a lot of backwaters on our final day of practice. Smallmouth on the flipping rage toad, dude. Holy smokes. That's a scoreable. She freaking clocked it, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, nice little smallmouth bass to start off the day. Had a tiny largemouth blow up. Nick had a pike, and then he shook off another fish. And yeah, there's some action going on back in here. First spot we rolled up to, that little striking rage toad, and that thing's friggin' sweet. I caught a little keeper smallmouth on the rage toad, and then we decided we're gonna go to the southernmost portion of the pool and work our way up and fish pretty much the whole river pool again, but targeting the specific backwater spots that we wanted to fish. So we're fishing at the mouth of this chute, and then all of a sudden this massive barge rolls up to us, and he's trying to make this curve around the river.
We can't go up here any farther?
Okay. We could see that he's struggling with making this turn, so he literally gets up on the front deck of the barge and he says, "Hey guys, you gotta get out of my way, get behind me so I can make this turn," which, that's fine. So we decide, we're gonna go back behind him, and there's kind of like this secondary chute that we can make our way back up the river and not be in his way at all. So we go behind him and we kind of backtrack around this different route. So we're driving up the river, and I'm thinking that we're gonna be headed back up towards the launch, and all of a sudden, we just kind of keep like veering off towards the left. Like the main river chute that I think that we need to go up is kind of over here to the right, and we're kind of veering off to the left. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I don't really know what's going on. I'm starting to think, maybe we're gonna fish at the bottom of the mouth of this little chute or something. I really have no idea what's going on, but we keep getting closer and closer and closer. And I'm waiting for us to slow down, or waiting for us to stop, or waiting for us to veer off to the right. And all of a sudden, we're very close to the mouth of this little river chute, and I'm looking over at the graph, and I see that we're headed towards an area that is very shallow. So shallow that on the graph, it doesn't say how deep it is. It's one of those like unmarked areas where maybe it's deep enough for you to run, but you probably shouldn't test it. And I pretty much tense up my whole body because we're in that area. We're in that uncharted territory, and I know that we're super shallow because I look down, and all of a sudden all I see is straight sand. And sure enough, we're blasting through this sand flat, and I'm just staring at the bottom, which, like I said, we're probably running in about 6 inches of water. Luckily for us, it was straight sand. We didn't hit any rocks, we didn't hit any wood or anything like that, but we kind of skirted to a stop, and we were completely and utterly beached. Absolutely no idea what we were gonna do at this point. Oh baby, what happened there?
Got a little shallow.
Got a little shallow, a little quick. I don't know if you guys can tell, but boats, like usually you could kind of rock them around and stuff. Right now it's pretty solid. We're in about exactly 0 feet of water. Nick's going swimming. You ran. so shallow. Holy smokes.
Can we get Max in the phone?
You're so beached. So we decided to call in our other GV team. We figured, maybe if we get 4 guys down here, we'll be able to push this thing out of here. They're way up the river, so it's gonna take them like 30-40 minutes to get down there, especially because they're in a bass tracker with like a 60 horse motor or 75 horse motor, and let's just say they're not coming down there anytime too soon. It's like a 20-30 mile stretch of river, so it's gonna take them a hot minute because we're at the very, very bottom part, and they're in the northernmost section of the river. So I hop out of the boat, I pick up a rod, and I figure, you know what? If we're sitting here, I might as well cast a lure around and see if I can catch some fish. Probably get eaten by a poisonous snake. Got one. Oh my gosh, it's a good one, dude. It's a freaking good one. Oh, it's a pike. Are you freaking kidding me? She smoked it. She done did smoked it. Alrighty, well that's that rage toad. we are currently waiting for our partners to come over here and help us try to rescue our boat here. And we just caught us a little pike, little snot rocket. So I caught a pike, had a few blow-ups, and the other GV boat shows up. So all 4 of us get to work. We're pushing this thing with all of our might, and we managed to swivel the front end around, but that's pretty much it. It's completely stuck. Once again, we can't budget a single inch, all 4 of us pushing as hard as we can. So we decide we need more reinforcements. We call up one of the Michigan State teams that are also pre-fishing for the MLF tournament, and they said, you know, we're at the very northernmost section of the river too. So they're down there. Another 20-30 minutes passes, and they finally get down to us, and we have 6 guys now to try to push this boat off of this sand flat that we've been stuck on for nearly 2 hours at this point. So all 6 of us push as hard as we possibly can, and we finally get this boat to start moving, and we do not let the boat stop. Once she's moving, we're all pushing full force, and we're getting this thing off the sand flat. It's the last thing that we do.
Oh, there we go. She's out.
So 6 guys, over 2 hours pass, and finally we are off this sand flat that we've been trapped on for a good quarter of the day, and we're ready to go back out there and start pre-fishing. Huge shout out to the other GV team, and a huge shout out to the Michigan State team that helped us out, because honestly, without those guys, we would probably be sitting on that sand flat right now. Hey, make sure we stay in deep water. So we kept fishing that little backwater shoot pattern that we had going on at the beginning of the day, and we pretty much just rolled with that. We kept figuring the fish out one bite at a time, and it was starting to all make sense to me. Yeah, that's a better fish right there. Is it a pike or a bass? It's a bass, I think. Yep. Literally the first freaking cast into this good looking grass. Yep, that's what we're talking about. But after that, we finally stumbled across the spot, like the spot that ended up being super, super crucial during the tournament, and I caught a few good fish off of it. Something big. Big smallmouth. That's a good smallie right there, man. That is goofy. Come here, baby. Yep. 2-pounder. Yeah, maybe. Shit, I thought she was bigger than that, yeah.
It looked big when they
I thought she was like a 2.5, 3, yeah.
This is a good rock.
Got another one.
Large one. Yeah, good spot. That's small enough.
I can't tell. It's a good 2-pounder though. Dude, that's nuts. It's a largie. Good largie. Yep, we're done fishing right here. On the old Strike King finesse worm, dude. That was like 2 casts after that smallie. Oh my god, that's a good. Oh, she popped right off. All right, that's good. That was like a 2 1/4 pounder. Right on the other side. That did not sound good. That's very shallow. Nick's like, oh shoot, dude, the transducer is gonna be messed up, and sure enough, he pulls it up. The transducer is not attached to the trolling motor whatsoever anymore. So he calls his dad up, he gets in touch with the Major League Fishing people, and luckily they're up there for the Red Crest event, and they're in La Crosse, which is nearby, but it's still about an 1.5-hour drive. So Nick decides he's gonna go up there. They have the service crews up there ready to fix his trolling motor. We get the boat out of the water, and he's gonna head up there to fix the trolling motor so we have it for the tournament day. But that trip's gonna take him at least 3 hours. It's an 1.5-hour drive there, 1.5-hour drive back, plus as long as it takes him to fix the trolling motor too. So I decide I'm gonna hop in with the other boat and finish out this practice day to see if we can figure out anything else for the tournament. So we decide we're gonna focus completely on the backwater frogging pattern, because that's what I feel like is gonna be the ticket. If we wanna catch a lot of fish and some quality ones as well, that's just what I feel like we have to do, and we haven't really tried it yet like 100%. We haven't really fished like the super heavy vegetation that I've been wanting to fish pretty much the entire time we've been down there. So we get to work throwing the frog, and we find the fish. There she is, holy smokes. Yeah, what is going on with you, buddy? That might be a scoreable. 1.22. 1.22 pounder. So in Major League Fishing, boys and girls, that's a scoreable bass right there. See you later. Was that a bass? That was a bass, wasn't it? Did you see him? I think that was like a 2.5 pounder. I didn't get a great.
It looked like a bass.
Dude, damn, dude. I think that was a good bass. Not gonna lie. There he is. There he is in the slop. Is it a bass or a pike? It's a bass. If it's a bass, it was a pretty good one, I think.
Dude, that's awesome.
I was like, let's check out inside of this slop, huh? Come here, baby. Are you there? Oh yeah, it's a bass. Boom, baby! What, you think it's 2? Let's see. I don't think so.
That's a 2.
Let's see. Where's the scale? Boom, baby!
All right, well.
Is it broken now?
Might be.
All right, well, I don't think that one's a 2, but there we go. Skirt.
Dang, dude, that was a sweet. Dude, that looks like a good
Yeah, baby. It's another decent one.
Not as big as that.
Dude, yeah! Boom, baby, scoreable. Oh, it didn't freaking get it on camera. That is so upsetting. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea what just happened, but I just busted like a flipping 3-pounder. Yeah, so what happened is there was a bunch of shad busting and I chucked my frog out there and this thing freaking destroyed it. No, that's a decent one, dude. Like, look at it. Score tracker update, ding. All right. All right. So when it was all said and done, we probably caught like at least a dozen or so keepers in like 3 hours. And that was with us, you know, not overfishing our spots. We'd catch like 1 or 2 fish in an area and we would leave. We probably fished like 6 or 7 spots, caught, like I said, like a dozen keepers and felt super confident going into the tournament the next day. But that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys got a laugh out of us making some of the dumbest mistakes that you could possibly make when you're fishing. I've definitely never beached a boat before, never really crashed a bass boat or anything like that. So that was new to me, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys aren't already subscribed and you liked it, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. But on that note, I will catch you guys in the next video.